we're going to go ahead and get started right quick.
Good.
Thank you. Sorry it took so long. We're in the valley here. Doesn't help. All right, go ahead. No.
All right, guys. I can test on there. Y'all can duck off from anywhere y'all want to take off from. As long as you guys are back at the dock here by 3 o'clock. All right. We're gonna have a guy with the horn out there. 3 o'clock. He's gonna blow it. The last guy he points at, that's where that line is.
The boy master.
All right.
So 1 to 3 is check-in. 1 to 3 is check-in.
Wait.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, you're weighing.
Our registration table's over there. Whether you registered online or separate with any of us, you'll still need to make your way over there. You're going to get your boat card number and a wristband and your ticket for some different door prizes for tomorrow. Just don't get the tickets wet. You'll need it.
I think the rules are pretty self-explanatory, guys. They're pretty simple. The weighmaster will have the final say-so. Whatever he says, go.
This is a tournament that I used to fish quite a bit. I fished it, actually fished this tournament 10 years in a row, and it's the KBW tournament. It was a landscapers tournament. The first year I fished it, I got on a good trout, and I won it on the trout. And then the second year I fished it again, and I got the first place. Those aren't actually the fish. The trout that I caught that won was a little over 28-inch trout, so it was a good trout, and I caught it on a topwater on a bone super spook, and it was probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We were about ready to go in and caught it. It was the last fish we caught, so it was a surprise. And then the redfish I caught was it was right at 28 inches, so it was right on the scale, and it was a nice fat red. There were a couple other redfish that came in that were right on the target too at 28 inches, but they didn't have the weight on them, so it went by ounces. So it was pretty cool, you know, to do that 2 years in a row, and then now here in a little later in the future, I actually won 2 tournaments in a row with the AMI tournament down here in the valley. So every once in a while you get lucky, you just get out there and you plug away, and you didn't see a whole lot of boats. Maybe there were some late registers, you know, but that came in after we left. But I think it's going to be great. You know, it's a good cause, and we always want to try to advance the kingdom, you know, for God, and it's good fellowship. And we've got a young lady that's going to fish with us tomorrow, and we'll meet her in the morning. She likes to throw lures, so it's a good match for her and I to fish together.
Thumbs up, dude. We're going to have a great time. Cool. I've never fished with David Wood, and we are just going to go out there and kill it. We're going to use lures. I'm not good at top water.
I like to throw top waters, and so you may not catch a lot of fish. Sometimes you do, you get in them, and then sometimes it's slow action. But usually with the top water, especially with a super spook, you get a big, you get lucky and maybe get 1 or 2 big trout out of the day, and that's what you're looking for. And I actually caught a trout that was a little over 30 inches a couple of months ago on this particular bait right here. So I'm kind of been sticking with it. Before that, I was really using the bone or the white skitter walk a lot, and this is one that I'm working on to getting it ready to repaint it, and I'll probably go back white again with it. But I got a lot of these, and this has really always been pretty much my go-to lure. And it's the skitter walk is kind of a known lure down here on the Laguna Madre, is this bone color being great. Got the Norton Tequila Gold, you know, on a jig head, and a friend of mine, Manny Torres, he caught a 31-inch redfish the other day, Sunday afternoon, on this same lure, and I think his was a Kelly Wiggler. But this is a good lure. If I'm not doing real good with the top water, I'll go to plastic. So with a tournament. So we'll see. Velma will be throwing plastic probably mostly, so it'll be a good combination. And we're just going to go in and we're going to hit it hard. We're going to fish hard, so we'll see what happens.
We're going to be looking for some red, some trout, and flounders. I was turned on to fishing maybe about 5-7 years ago, and once you get it, you don't want to let it go. I have a jet ski, and I've got it all rigged up for jet ski fishing. That's all that we do, and we go out fishing as often as we can. The name of our team is Una Mas. The only team on the water. I think everybody's going to be fishing out of their Royal because it's more based in the Royal City, so we're going to be in the bay.
I've got a few spots that I know from last week that we're holding redfish and trout, so we're going to go, first thing off, we're going to go plug away there, and then if that doesn't pay off, we're not going to spend a lot of time in one spot. If it's not paying off, we're going to get out and we're going to be moving. So we're going to have a full tank of gas, and when I say go, we're going to go. So we won't be carrying any bait on the boat, not even any cut bait. So we're going to go out and really try hard. The tide's up really high, and you'll probably see that tomorrow in some of the video. And so there could be some challenges. The fish will probably be spread out, off the bars with the water being so high. So we'll see.
Sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving, trees went by, me and Del were singing, a little runaway, I was flying, yeah, running down a dream, that never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. I felt so good, like anything was possible. Hit cruise control and rub my eyes. The last 3 days, and the rain was unstoppable. It was always cold, no sunshine.
we're going to go ahead and get started right quick. Thank you. Sorry it took so long. We're in the valley here. Is that down? All right, go ahead. No.
Hello and welcome to tonight's coverage of the National Premier Soccer League. We want to thank you for joining us here on Rio Sports Live as we bring you the coverage of tonight's ball game between the FC Brownsville Coyotes, the home team here at the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas, versus the Laredo Heat SC, traveling from Laredo. Here you see these two teams warming up, heading into the locker room as they get prepared to battle it out for the next 90 minutes in a National Premier Soccer League fixture. We will be bringing you the game shortly as the two teams prepare to go to the locker room and for final instructions, and they will be out shortly for the national anthem and for the kickoff.
That one was a little over 28-inch trout, so it was a good trout, and I caught it on a topwater on a bone super spook, and it was probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We were about ready to go in and caught it. It was the last fish we caught, so it was a surprise. And then the redfish I caught was it was right at 28 inches, so it was right on the scale, and it was a nice fat red. There were a couple other redfish that came in that were right on the target too at 28 inches, but they didn't have the weight on them, so it went by ounces. So it was pretty cool, you know, to do that 2 years in a row, and then now here in a little later in the future, I actually won 2 tournaments in a row with the AMI tournament down here in the valley. So every once in a while you get lucky, you just get out there and you plug away, and you didn't see a whole lot of boats. Maybe there were some late registers, you know, but that came in after we left. But I think it's going to be great. You know, it's a good cause, and we always want to try to advance the kingdom, you know, for God, and it's good fellowship. And we've got a young lady that's going to fish with us tomorrow, and we'll meet her in the morning. She likes to throw lures, so it's a good match for her and I to fish together.
Thumbs up, dude. We're going to have a great time. Cool. I've never fished with David Wood, and we are just going to go out there and kill it. We're going to use lures. I'm not good at top water.
I like to throw top waters, and so you may not catch a lot of fish. Sometimes you do, you get in them, and then sometimes it's slow action. But usually with the top water, especially with a super spook, you'll get a big, you get lucky and maybe get 1 or 2 big trout out of the day, and that's what you're looking for. And I actually caught a trout that was a little over 30 inches a couple of months ago on this particular bait right here. So I'm kind of been sticking with it. Before that, I was really using the bone or the white skitter walk a lot, and this is one that I'm working on to getting it ready to repaint it. And I'll probably go back white again with it. But I got a lot of these, and this has really always been pretty much my go-to lure. And it's the skitter walk is kind of a known lure down here on the Laguna Madre, is this bone color being great. Got the Norton Tequila Gold, you know, on a jig head. And a friend of mine, Manny Torres, he caught a 31-inch redfish the other day, Sunday afternoon, on this same lure, and I think his was a Kelly Wiggler. But this is a good lure. If I'm not doing real good with the top water, I'll go to plastic. So with a tournament. So we'll see. Velma will be throwing plastic probably mostly, so it'll be a good combination. And we're just going to go in and we're going to hit it hard. We're going to fish hard, so we'll see what happens.
We're going to be looking for some red, some trout, and flounders. I was turned on to fishing maybe about 5-7 years ago, and once you get it, you don't want to let it go. I have a jet ski, and I've got it all rigged up for jet ski fishing. That's all that we do, and we go out fishing as often as we can. The name of our team is Una Mas. The only team on the water. I think everybody's going to be fishing out of their Royal because it's more based in the Royal City. So we're going to be in the bay.
I've got a few spots that I know from last week that we're holding redfish and trout, so we're going to go first thing off. We're going to go plug away there, and then if that doesn't pay off, we're not going to spend a lot of time in one spot. If it's not paying off, we're going to get out and we're going to be moving. So we're going to have a full tank of gas, and when I say go, we're going to go. So, well, we won't be carrying any bait on the boat, not even any cut bait. So we're going to go out and really try hard. The tide's up really high, and you'll probably see that tomorrow in some of the video. And so there could be some challenges. The fish will probably be spread out, off the bars with the water being so high. So we'll see.
Sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving, trees went by, me and Del were singing, a little runaway, I was flying, yeah, running down a dream, that never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. I felt so good, like anything was possible. Hit cruise control and rub my eyes. The last 3 days, and the rain was unstoppable. It was always cold, no sunshine.
FC in Brownsville, right this way.
Hola, soy Dora, dueña de Dora's Restaurant, de Amiga 499. Los esperamos de lunes a sábado. Gracias por su preferencia.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hello and welcome to tonight's coverage of the National Premier Soccer League here on Real Sports Live. Coming to you from the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas, Eric Medrano on the call for you. Tonight we bring you a very exciting matchup between the FC Brownsville Coyotes and the undefeated Laredo Heat Soccer Club. This Laredo Heat, the visiting team tonight in all white. The FC Brownsville Coyotes in their black kit tonight. And as we rise for the national anthem. Welcome back, and welcome again to the coverage of the National Premier Soccer League here on Rio Sports Live as we bring you the action of the FC Brownsville Coyotes versus the Laredo Heat. Both teams exchanging handshakes and preparing on their sides of the field as they just they're doing the toss to choose which side each team will have and who will have possession first. The FC Brownsville Coyotes are entering tonight's game out of the playoff picture, unfortunately. Although it is their inaugural season, it's their first season of the campaign. They come into tonight's game with 3 straight losses, 3 very close straight losses. For tonight's visiting team starting lineup for the Laredo Heat, we have goalkeeper number 32, Brandon Barnes, defender Kevin Hernandez, number 5, defender Matias Rodriguez, number 17, Christian Roman, number 20, Yudai Tashero at left back, number 6, number 10, Alan Rivera, midfielder, number 8, Daniel Espeleta, midfielder, number 13, Tor Trostin, also a midfielder. And 3 forwards tonight for the Laredo Heat, a very attacking mindset tonight with number 14, Zayad Fares, number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, and number 23, Guillermo Diaz. That's going to be a 4-3-3 attacking formation for the Laredo Heat. For the home team, FC Brownsville Coyotes, head coach Martin Vela lining up in a 4-2-3-1 tonight. Usual formation throughout the season, we have left back AJ Gonzalez, number 17. The central defense is going to be Juan Vasquez, partnered up with Jose Chavez. And at right back, we have Archie Masson, the England native, lining up at right back with 2 central defensive midfielders, the very highly talented, high chemistry pair between Martin Sauceda, number 8, and number 7, Juan Ibarra. The attacking trio will be number 22, Juan Lozoya, number 23, Adrian Delgado, and the striker is going to be number 9, Alan Cortinas. Once again, coming from the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas, bringing you the action on the National Premier Soccer League, brought to you from Real Sports Live. Eric Medrano on the call as we wait for the kickoff. Lining up on top of the ball is Alan Cortinas, number 9, and number 23, Adrian Delgado. It appears FC Brownsville is lining up with 5 at the back. Gustav Holmes lining up at central defender tonight. Appears it's a 5-2-1-2 for the FC Brownsville Coyotes. And we're off. Another night of exciting soccer. Possession falls to the Laredo Heat. And the ball falls to Yudai Tashiro, number 6 for the Laredo Heat. Going to number 20, the central back pairing of Christian Roman and Matias Rodriguez. Back to Yudai Tashiro. Number 8, Daniel Espeleta. And there's on the right back, number 5, Kevin Hernandez. Hernandez pressured there by Juan Lozoya. Nice change of play there from the center back, finding Yudai Tashiro. Nice clearance there by Gustav Holmes, but it falls back to the Laredo Heat. And Laredo Heat early on, the first minutes of this ball game, piling the pressure on this FC Brownsville Coyotes. The Brownsville Coyotes electing to go with 5 at the back, probably in response to this 3 forwards, the 4-3-3 formation. There you see AJ Gonzalez more as a left wing back tonight, pushing up a little more forward to pressure that right back. And it falls back to the FC Brownsville possession. There you see the captain, Carlos Vasquez. There's Martin Sauceda. Vasquez clearing it after a couple of pressure there from the Laredo Heat defenders. A nice shimmy and shake there by Alan Cortinas. And Cortinas believed it went out, but Laredo Heat kept it inside. Another good change of play there by the center back, Matias Rodriguez. And we find ourselves here with Yudai Tashiro, the left back of the Laredo Heat. There's Christian Roman passing it to Matias Rodriguez. A through ball there, finding number 13 towards Trostin. The right back, Kevin Hernandez, changing play to Yudai Tashiro. Yudai Tashiro finding himself with lots of space early on. And here's an opportunity for FC Brownsville, mount a counterattack. A great sliding tackle there by Yudai Tashiro of the Laredo Heat. Adrian Delgado feeling that what should have been a FC Brownsville possession, and it is. Archie Masson throwing it in. Here we find Juan Ibarra, number 7, a nice roulette there. A through ball trying to find Alan Cortinas. Here comes Tashiro finding the forward. Number 14, Said Fares. And the ball hits towards Trostin. And Lozoya decides to go back to Artemio Romero. There goes Lozoya. Nice flick after having 2 defenders on his back. Lozoya trying to fight AJ Gonzalez. And FC Brownsville decides to change play. And here finds Yudai Tashiro at the back. Here's number 20 on the ball, Christian Roman. Number 8, Daniel Espeleta. Good job of keeping possession there. Here's the right back, Kevin Hernandez. This 4-3-3 formation for the Laredo Heat, causing this FC Brownsville team to fall back and respect this 3 forwards. And here's a chance for FC Brownsville to mount a counterattack, finding Alan Cortinas. Cortinas finding number 23, Adrian Delgado. Delgado with not much help there. Him and Cortinas interchanging there. And good job of coming back on defense for number 8, Daniel Espeleta for the Laredo Heat. Want to give a special shout out to the owner of the Laredo Heat, Mr. Ricci, for helping us out with the lineup tonight. We appreciate them coming out tonight, traveling down from Laredo, the 5-hour trip. And here we have a corner here. Yudai Tashiro with the cross. A dangerous one. Number 17, the center back, Matias Rodriguez, nearly getting at the end of that, just falling over his head. And it's going to be a goal kick for Artemio Romero and the FC Brownsville Coyotes. And in 6 minutes into this ball game, it's a 0-0 ball game. Want to thank you once again for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. A great exhibition game here between these two teams. Number 22 trying to find Alan Cortinas, but it's bottled up there and falls back to possession of the Laredo Heat. This is number 20, Christian Roman, passing to Yudai Tashiro. Number 14, Ziad Fares, immediately pressured by right back Archie Masson, and Laredo Heat decides to go back and keep possession, try to build from the back. Number 23, Guillermo Diaz, interchanging with Kevin Rodriguez. Laredo Heat enjoying lots of possession early on. Adrian Delgado tracking back. Tashiro falls and trips and hits Alan Cortinas. Here's an opportunity here for FC Brownsville. They got numbers going forward. Great footwork there by Adrian Delgado, but the match official says there's nothing there, and it's back to Laredo Heat. So far, we have one corner for FC Brownsville. We have an excellent display of talent here tonight. A fourth tier of U.S. Soccer, the National Premier Soccer League sanctioned by U.S. Soccer. This is semi-professional soccer. If you like what you see, come out and show some support for this FC Brownsville team, the one of 2 professional soccer teams in the Valley. And we also invite you to join us on Rio Sports Live. We are available on Facebook Live, and also we have the repeats of the game on YouTube. We also have coverage live on riosportslive.com. Great coverage provided here of the National Premier Soccer League. And here's a through ball, finding Lozoya. Lozoya with the speed there, getting to the end of it, but no, the center back recovers well, and that's Matias Rodriguez, number 17 for Laredo Heat, recovering that. This FC Brownsville team with the 5-2-1-2, looking to counterattack, trying to find these Laredo Heat backline sleeping. Here's number 14, Zaid Fares. Displaced. A nice job of defensive work by Adrian Delgado. A lack of communication there. Both players were not on the same page. Juan Ibarra calling for some calm there. And here's number 8, Daniel Espeleta. And here we find Kevin Hernandez. Finding number 23, Guillermo Diaz, the right winger. And here's the number 10, Alan Rivera, changing play to Yudai Tashiro. It's almost as if FC Brownsville is inviting Tashiro to attack, trying to catch this defense off guard on some counterattack. so far with 10 minutes into this game. Great defensive work, and the shot hits the post, and Artemio Romero relieved to see that go out. Great cross by Kevin Hernandez of the Laredo Heat, finding number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, the central forward of the Laredo Heat, who gets his head on the end of it, and it hits the post, nearly opening the scoreline tonight for the Laredo Heat. Artemio Romero lucky to see his goalpost, lending a hand there, and keeping this scoreline at 0-0. Here's Juan Ibarra on the ball. Martin Sauceda, Juan Ibarra with 3 players around them, and it falls back to the Laredo Heat. Here we have Kevin Hernandez pushing forward. Great pressure there by number 22, Juan Lozoya, who's playing in the midfield tonight. Normally plays as a winger. Here's Jose Chavez with an overhead ball, but go too far. And the central back, number 20, Christian Roman, holds on to possession with the help of Brandon Barnes, the goalkeeper. Here comes Kevin Hernandez at the right back. And the cross. Nice sliding tackle by number 22, Juan Lozoya. Laredo Heat decide to regroup. Great change of play there, finding Yudai Tashiro with a nice chested first touch. And the match official rules a foul there for number 4, Jose Chavez, on number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, the central forward. And it's going to be a dangerous one here. A direct free kick for the Laredo Heat. Let's see if the Laredo Heat decide to shoot on target or cross in there with a couple of bodies in there. Get a opportunity there. Number 6, Yudai Tashiro lining up on the end of this. The left back lining up to hit it with his right. The FC Brownsville Coyotes trying to man mark their guys, and the cross is in, and Romero deals with it well, a bit surprised by it, and it goes back out of the box and into the Laredo possession. A nice roulette there. Alan Cortinas nearly getting to the end of that. Number 20, Christian Roman with the looking ball. And there's Vasquez, the captain. An errant pass there. Gustav Holmes trying to recover, and Martin Sauceda with the nice clearance falling back. And it's a Laredo Heat possession on the final third. Laredo Heat knocking on the door. We're close to 15 minutes into this game. Laredo Heat enjoying lots of possession. Here's Torsten Frings with the shot. And number 23 with the shot, but it's out wide. Not able to get a good connection on that one. That was number 13, Tor Trosten with the initial shot. The rebound falling to number 23, Guillermo Diaz of the Laredo Heat. Could not get a good connection there. And the ball is going to be a goal kick for Artemio Romero. The ball's in the midfield there, and it falls to Juan Ibarra. Here's an opportunity in the final third for FC Brownsville. Yudai Tashiro pulling forward. Here's Alan Cortinas with good first touch and a nice pass to number 6. I'm sorry, that's number 8. And here's Masson pressured immediately by these 3 forwards. And the ball goes out. An errant pass by Jose Chavez, and it's going to be a Laredo Heat possession. Here's the left winger, and Yudai Tashiro gets the ball. Passes it to number 20, Christian Roman. A bit of a mistake there by Vasquez. He finds Torres Trosten, and the shot, and it's just wide. Just wide of the mark, and Romero relieved to see that go wide. A great opportunity there for the Laredo Heat, but once again, wide off the mark. And we stay at 0-0 for the game as we enter the 15-minute mark. Once again, this Laredo Heat is knocking on the door with those 4-3-3 formation, those three forwards wreaking havoc early on. Adrian Delgado, good job of keeping possession, forcing a throw-in. And the ball goes to Archie Masson, who's playing a bit more wide and farther forward as a right wingback tonight. Here's Alan Cortinas on the byline. A nice sliding tackle by Yudai Tashiro. Dangerous at the back there for the Laredo Heat. Nice interchange there by Ibarra and Salceda as the crowd applauds there. Vasquez looking to change play. Great ball finding Archie Masson, but it takes an ugly bounce there on this artificial turf and it goes out. A nice spell there for FC Brownsville of keeping possession and pushing this Laredo Heat back onto their own final third. Once again, we want to thank you for joining us on Rio Sports Live. You can see the game on riosportslive.com, also on Facebook Live. Bringing you the coverage of the National Premier Soccer League. A great matchup tonight between the Laredo Heat, who are undefeated at 7-0 in this National Premier Soccer League. Meanwhile, FC Brownsville looking to get a victory tonight after 3 straight losses. The cross, a dangerous one. And number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, unable to connect on that, trying to cross it in and get another one of his players involved. A great cross there, another great cross by Kevin Hernandez. Great job of man marking by Archie Masson, the right back for FC Brownsville. We are 16 minutes into this game, both teams getting a feel for each other, also getting a feel for what type of formation they're running. The FC Brownsville Coyotes with 5 at the back for the first time this season, probably in reaction to the 3 forwards that the Laredo Heat will be bringing today. This is Tor Torsten with the ball, finding Yudai Tashiro. Tashiro finding number 17, Matias Rodriguez. And here's Yudai Tashiro. Tashiro in the attacking position. He has help on the left. Here's number 14, Zaid Sares. And the match official blows his whistle, ruling that offsides. Zaid Sares unable to stay onside, and it goes into the FC Brownsville possession. Here's Juan Ibarra in the midfield, finding Carlos Vasquez, who finds himself at the left central back. Usually lines up at the right central back. And there it seems there might have been an elbow. The match official ruling that a foul, cautioning the Laredo Heat player for having the elbow a bit too high there. Alan Cortinas getting up gingerly there. It's going to be an FC Brownsville possession in the midfield. And here's a good opportunity for them to push forward. AJ Gonzalez, the Harlingen native, lining up on top of that. Leaves it for Carlos Vasquez, the Brownsville native. Gustav Holmes in the center of the central defenders, finding Jose Chavez with the looking ball there, a through ball. Masson unable to get there. And there you see number 23, Adrian Delgado, filling in at the right back position. Here's Zaid Fares with the through ball. Too far for number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez. And Artemio Romero reads it well, comes up a little forward on his box. And here come the FC Brownsville Coyotes. Masson with the through ball there, over the top through ball, looking for number 9, Alan Cortinas. Cortinas wanting it short. And here come Laredo Heat. Yudai Tashiro with plenty of space out here, almost as his FC Brownsville is daring them to push forward, making it difficult for these forwards to find some space. And here's number 23, Guillermo Diaz, with lots of space with the through ball there. And number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez. And we have a penalty in favor of the Laredo Heat. The foul called on Artemio Romero. Number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, drawing the foul, the central forward. And that's going to be a yellow card for Artemio Romero, the first caution of the game. Artemio Romero showing up there a bit late. And we have another yellow. The match official pulls another yellow. Not sure if that's for Gustav Holmes, the central back, or for Alan Cortinas, the forward. The captain, Carlos Vasquez, having a discussion there with the side official. A great through ball there by Torsten for number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, who gets there first to the ball. Romero a bit too late there, fouls Rodriguez, and now we have the central forward, Gabriel Rodriguez, lining up at the spot. Carlos Vasquez talking to the side official, but to no avail. The main match official sticking to his decision. With 20 minutes into this game, 21 minutes into this game, the Laredo Heat with the first opportunity, a penalty here for the left-footed number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, the central forward of the Laredo Heat. Artemio Romero with his arms out, and the shot, goal! Goal! Goal for the Laredo Heat, and it's a 1-0 scoreline. Gabriel Rodriguez, number 11, the goal scorer to open up the scoring tonight for the Laredo Heat. Artemio Romero guessing to his left. Gabriel Rodriguez sliding it to his left, low, and with lots of precision. And we have a 1-0 scoreline. Laredo Heat on top. With 22 minutes into this game, we have 23 minutes left in the first half. An interception there by Yudai Tashiro. A nice sliding tackle there by the right winger, Guillermo Diaz. And the Laredo Heat enjoying a nice spell of possession on their own third. FC Brownsville will need a response here. And the cross. Looking for Trosten, and here's Carlos Vasquez having to clear it after being pressured by Trosten. Alan Cortinas getting his head under it. And here's number 17, Matias Rodriguez, who changes play, finding Yudai Tashiro with lots of space. Once again, this Laredo Heat team undefeated at 7-0. Was always going to be a tough matchup here for this FC Brownsville Coyotes. The Brownsville Coyotes in their first year as a franchise, as a team, entering this game, entering this league, the National Premier Soccer League. The Laredo Heat, who also have an indoor league, have been around for about a decade. This outdoor team came around in about 2009. The cross into the hands of Artemio Romero. And here's FC Brownsville trying to mount a counterattack. Here's Masson on the ball. And great pressure there by the left winger, Ziad Fares, not allowing, breaking up this counterattack. And here's FC Brownsville, intercepted there by Alan Rivera. And here comes Laredo Heat, a through ball there. Great interception by Gustav Holmes. And the match official rules out a foul. A foul for Wani Bada on number 8, Danielle Espeleta. It was a 50-50 ball, but the match official felt Ibarra was too aggressive there. And here comes the Laredo Heat. Once again, it's a 1-0 ball game. Laredo Heat with the lead. We have 20 minutes left in this first half. FC Brownsville needing a response here, hoping to get on the board before halftime. Once again, the goal scorer tonight, number 11, the central forward for Laredo Heat, Gabriel Rodriguez, scoring from the spot. And here come the Laredo Heat, knocking on the door once again. You can see this 4-3-3 formation, these three forwards with lots of interchanging between the right backs and the left backs and amongst themselves up top. You'll see number 11, central forward. Here's Yudai Tashiro. He has Ziad Fares here out wide. Decides to go back to Tashiro. And there you find Gabriel Rodriguez. Great pressure there by number 4, Jose Chavez. Forcing a throw-in, but it's still possession for the Laredo Heat. We want to thank you once again for joining us on Rio Sports Live. If you have any family or friends, have them join us. Join us for tonight's game. It's the final game of the National Premier Soccer League season for the FC Brownsville Coyotes. If you're joining us on Twitter, share the hashtag Somos Coyotes and the hashtag FCB Coyotes. Also, share the hashtag Rio Sports Live. And once again, another cross by Kevin Hernandez, but right to the hands of Artemio Romero as this crowd applauds. And it's the FC Brownsville possession here. FC Brownsville will have a very exciting matchup coming this Monday, July 2nd, versus the Monterrey Rayados, the Sub-20, the Sub-20. Monterrey Rayados will be visiting here the FC Brownsville Sports Park. The very famed Monterrey Rayados will be here, the Sub-20, on July 2nd. It'll be a great opportunity to see this local FC Brownsville Coyotes, who are made up of about 80% of Rio Grande Valley talent, and see them go up against another regional talent of the Monterrey Rayados. That's on Monday, July 2nd. And here we have a throw-in in favor of the FC Brownsville Coyotes. And here's Juan Ibarra finding Alan Cortinas. And here's Adrian Delgado with a heavy touch, but able to keep it on. But he has a double team, and it falls to the feet of Zaid Fares. A nice sliding tackle there by Yudai Tashiro. And the ball finds it to Laredo Heat possession. Number 23, good job of looking up and changing play to number 14, Ziad Fares. This left side of the Laredo Heat very active tonight. That partnership of Yudai Tashiro and Ziad Fares working very well tonight for the Laredo Heat. There you can see number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, the central forward, making his way from the right to the left. Lots of movement, working hard tonight. Same goes for FC Brownsville. The 1-2 toward Trostin, trying to find a 1-2 with Gabriel Rodriguez. It's a tough asking tonight for Alan Cortinas, who's the lone striker, having to deal with these two central backs. Very active central backs on their man marking. And here's AJ Gonzalez on the ball with lots of space. Passing to Martin Salceda. Vasquez changing play, finding Jose Chavez, who gets there just in time on the byline. And here's Juan Ibarra with two players in his face. Nice touch there by Chavez. Nice, calm, and cool. A bit of a mistouch there by Juan Ibarra, and Tashiro with interception. but a good job by FC Brownsville. And it's going to be an FC Brownsville possession. The match official resetting that throw-in. And Masson lining up to throw that in. We got 15 minutes, folks. 15 minutes left in this first half. Let's see if this FC Brownsville Coyotes can get their equalizer. And you can see here they're pushing forward into the final third of the Laredo Heat. It's very crowded there. Number 23, Adrian Delgado, displaced by number 10 of the Laredo Heat, Alan Rivera. And now we have the Laredo Heat building from the back. Once again, with 15 minutes left, we have a 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat, the visiting team, driving 5 hours over here. We do want to welcome their fans who made the 5-hour trek to the Brownsville Sports Park here in Brownsville, Texas. We want to give a warm welcome to their fans. If you're in the surrounding areas, Brownsville and the entirety of the Rio Grande Valley, come out and support these FC Brownsville Coyotes in their inaugural season in the National Premier Soccer League. Their first season in the National Premier Soccer League. They've had up and down results, but shown lots of heart, working hard, grinding out some results. If you have any family and friends, come out and join us. Join us in this top level of soccer being presented here. You're watching live the National Premier Soccer League here on Rio Sports Live. With 13 minutes left in the first half, it's a 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. And here you see the goal scorer, Gabriel Rodriguez, doing a good job of holding up play there with the matchup with Gustav Holmes, a towering center back for FC Brownsville. A nice ball there to number 23, Guillermo Diaz. Diaz trying to get by AJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez does a good job of defending there. Another cross coming from deep from the center back, and it's back to FC Brownsville possession. Once again, this Laredo team is 7-0 on the season with 2 games left. And that ball goes out, and it's in favor of the Laredo Heat. The Laredo Heat here. Laredo Heat changing play, and it falls to Kevin Hernandez. A bit frustrating here for this FC Brownsville Coyotes, who have not enjoyed a lot of possession here. This Laredo Heat team enjoying a majority of possession in this first half. Passing with a great rhythm, lots of accuracy. And here's the ball with Kevin Hernandez, the right back. We got a strong wind tonight. A nice cool afternoon after temperatures early on in the day reached up to 109. Right now it's a nice, calm, and cool, breezy evening here. A nice evening here at the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas. Yudai Tashiro with the interception there, and it's a throw-in in favor of the FC Brownsville Coyotes. The FC Brownsville Coyotes traveled this Saturday to Fort Worth. A nice backheel pass there by Ziad Fares to number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, who tries shooting it with his left foot, but could not get a good connection there, and the ball goes far wide of Artemio Romero's goal, and it's going to be a goal kick here for Artemio Romero. And the ball is up. A challenge there falls to the head of Daniel Spalletta. Yudai Tashiro getting into the midfield. There's Alan Rivera. Here's Kevin Rodriguez. Alan Rivera enjoying lots of time on the ball, finding Kevin Hernandez. And here's Guillermo Diaz, the winger. with the fake cross there and decides to go back to Alan Rivera. Rivera dribbling forward, trying to find an interchanging pass. And there's a foul. A foul on Juan Ibarra, fouling number 8, Daniel Espeleta. And it's going to be a Laredo Heat direct free kick. And here's Daniel Espeleta, pressured immediately by Adrian Delgado. Good defensive work there by Delgado. We got 10 minutes left in this first half. Laredo Heat gaining possession there. So 1-0 scoreline. Let's see if this FC Brownsville Coyotes can mount a counterattack here. Yudai Tashiro pressured by Masson. A through ball. Looking for Gabriel Rodriguez, but it's too far. And it's going to be a goal kick for Artemio Romero. And here's Romero bringing it out from the goalkeeping position. The ball is up. And it's a tussle between Fares and Ibarra, and it falls to the feet of the Laredo Heat. Kevin Hernandez. And here's number 8, finding Torsten looking for a through ball, and he finds number 23, Guillermo Diaz, and he's rolled offsides. Offsides on the Laredo Heat. Artemio Romero does a good job of coming out of his goalkeeping position and cleaning that up. Good thing was it wasn't offside, so it wasn't going to count anyways. So it goes into FC Brownsville Coyotes position. A nice through ball there. And Adrian Delgado nearly getting to the end of that. Number 17, Matias Rodriguez, getting his header on it. Nearly being found at the back by number 23, Adrian Delgado. And here's the change of play to Yudai Tashiro. Alan Rivera on the ball with the through ball to Tashiro. Nice movement by Tashiro with an errant pass there. Not on the same page with Gabriel Rodriguez. And here's Adrian Delgado. Alan Cortinas and Adrian Delgado get mixed up there. And it goes into Laredo Heat possession. A bit frustrating there for Adrian Delgado, the right winger. Him and Alan Cortinas both on the byline. Here's number 17. And there's a foul. A foul, Jose Chavez on Torsten of the Laredo Heat. And it's going to be a Laredo Heat possession in the midfield. Here's number 10, Alan Rivera, finding Kevin Rodriguez. Kevin Rodriguez with the through ball to Guillermo Diaz. Finds number 11. And we have an offsides. Offsides on Guillermo Diaz of the Laredo Heat. Number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, the goal scorer, getting to the end of that cross. Thought he was going to take a shot, but decides to try to get his fellow teammates there, but it did not work. Masson with the ball there. And he rolls a foul on Ziad Fares on Archie Masson with the tug on the jersey there. So we have a midfield possession here for FC Brownsville. Let's see if they can mount a attack here with 6 minutes left in the first half. The FC Brownsville Coyotes needing an equalizer here. Try to get back into this game. And there's Ibarra trying to find Masson to the byline. But it's too far, and here's Ziad Fares with the possession. Ziad Fares passing to Tashiro. We got 6 minutes left, a 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. There you see a bit of interchanging passing there between the right back and the right winger, the right winger, Guillermo Diaz, on the ball here with lots of space and time. Seems the Laredo Heat are more than happy to keep possession here and preserve that 1-0 scoreline. And here's number 8, Daniel Espeleta. There you see Alan Cortinas falling deep into his final third. A nice pass there to Guillermo Diaz. Guillermo Diaz deciding to go back, and here's the cross. And number 14, Ziad Fares, nearly getting at the end of that. Nice clearance there by Gustav Holmes. And here's AJ Gonzalez on the ball, immediately pressured. A nice 1-2 pass between him and Juan Ibarra, but it's back to Laredo Heat possession after an interception. And here's number 13, Torsten, finding Udai Tashiro. Tashiro with the cross. Gustav Holmes with the nice clearance there, and here's a counterattack by FC Brownsville. 2 guys up. Adrian Delgado losing space there, trying to find Alan Cortinas. Cortinas with the 1-2 with some speed here. Let's see what he can do here. And here's the shot by Lozoya, blocked by Kevin Hernandez. And that was the best opportunity of the half for FC Brownsville. And there you see Cody, the Coyote, pumping up this crowd. A nice spell there by FC Brownsville with 4 minutes left in this half. A good opportunity there. Juan Lozoya with the shot. Great defensive work by Kevin Rodriguez, the right back of Laredo. A nifty move there by number 8, Daniel Espeleta. Good job of awareness there, immediately finding Udai Tashiro, and the Laredo Heat keeping a good job of keeping possession here. We got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in this first half. A 1-0 scoreline. The goal coming from the central forward, Gabriel Rodriguez, from the penalty spot. So far, we've only had 1 corner on the night in favor of the Laredo Heat. No corners in favor of FC Brownsville tonight. There's a ball to Torsten, but it's too hard. And a looking ball for number 23, Adrian Delgado, who does a good job of getting his head on there. And the match official rules a handball there. A handball, and it's out on FC Brownsville. It's going to be Udai Tashiro throw in, and the Laredo Heat possession. We have a very nice evening here tonight in Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas. As the sun's going down, we have a 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat in this National Premier Soccer League action. A through ball there, nice interception and nice positioning there by Jose Chavez, who intercepts it, and it's going to be an FC Brownsville possession. A throw in here, Archie Madsen bringing it in. We got 2 minutes left in the first half. Let's see if this FC Brownsville Coyotes team can get something going. A nice clearance there by Jose Chavez as Ziad Fares is barreling forward after that interception. And here's Alan Rivera, pressured by Cortinas. Cortinas putting in his defensive work on the night. And number 20, Christian Roman, finding Alan Rivera, who finds Gabriel Rodriguez. A through ball, a nice first touch by Torres Trosten, but even better defending by Gustav Holmes, and he clears it. And it falls back to the Laredo Heat possession. And we have, and as we're heading into added time, we're into added time of the end of the first half. Here comes the Laredo Heat. Torres Trosten with the through ball. Gabriel Rodriguez with the shot. And goal! Goal! And the match official rules that a no goal. The side official with his flag up, and that's offsides. Offsides. The goal is nullified, and the FC Brownsville relieved. And the scoreline stays the same, 1-0 in favor of the Laredo Heat. Boy, was that a close one for this FC Brownsville Coyotes. It's a 1-0 scoreline. Score stays the same, and we're into stoppage time. Pardon, it's added time of the first half. As this Laredo Heat more than happy to keep possession here. Yadai Tashiro here, finding Ziad Fares. A nice, neat footwork there by Ziad Fares. Finding a through ball there. The central forward, Gabriel Rodriguez. A nice idea there by Fares, but Gabriel Rodriguez not on the same page, and it's too far. Chavez, the central back, more than happy to let that go. Match official looking at his clock. Appears he might be blowing the whistle here. And a quick recap here. About 20 minutes into the ball game, we had a through ball there by Laredo Heat. Gabriel Rodriguez getting to the ball first. Romero sliding in, trying to clear it. And Laredo Heat drawing the penalty. Gabriel Rodriguez, the central forward. Gabriel Rodriguez scoring the goal from the spot. And since we have a 1-0 scoreline, there you see the things getting a bit heated up in the midfield. A foul called on Juan Ibarra. On number 9, Alan Cortinas. On number 8, Daniel Espileta. Fares, the winger, not too happy on that. The match official rules it no cautions, no yellow cards, just giving a stern warning to Alan Cortinas. And it's a Laredo Heat ball. Alan Cortinas nearly intercepting that. And here come the FC Brownsville trying to get something going in stoppage time. And it's an FC Brownsville possession. Here comes Cortinas getting behind his defender in the final third. Let's see if he can cross that ball in. And there's a foul. A foul on Alan Cortinas. Number 20, Christian Roman, committing the foul on Alan Cortinas. And here's a great opportunity here for FC Brownsville to get a cross in. A free kick here from nearly where the corner kicks spot is at. And here's a good opportunity for this FC Brownsville Coyotes to get on the score sheet. So 1-0 scoreline. We're in stop it. We're in added time here of the first half. And Martin Salceda lining up with the kick. The cross is in. Gonzalez getting his head on it, but it falls to the floor of the Laredo Heat, and the match official blows his whistle, calling an end to this first half. A very exciting first half here in the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas, in the final round of the National Premier Soccer League. The FC Brownsville Coyotes unable to get on the score sheet here. Laredo Heat with a 1-0 scoreline. Number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez, the central forward, scoring from the spot after Romero committing the foul. And it's a 1-0 scoreline in the first half. Join us here for the second half as we bring you a very exciting second half from this FC Brownsville Coyotes and the Laredo Heat. And let's see if these Brownsville Coyotes can tie up this ball game and find some answers here. We'll be back shortly after a commercial break here on Rio Sports Live. Join us in a few minutes.
Hi, welcome to Captain Bob's, where you can enjoy the freshest seafood in Brownsville, right this way.
Hola, soy Dora, dueña de Dora's Restaurant, ubicados al lado de López Boca Chica, solo para recordar nuestros especiales de almuerzo $2.99 y comida $4.99. Los esperamos de lunes a sábado. Gracias por su preferencia.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday. Forever Memories is for you.
There's no I in it, I bring it on my team. Who you wanna holler, who you wanna never know. Don't be a sheep when you can be the goal. Great, it's a good time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you've got no. That bad energy. Man don't get views, but I rage hard cause I can't see my enemy. I like all types of girls, melanins and my team. Gas when they saw my team. Even the bouncers bounce when they saw my team. Who do you wanna holler? Who do you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Greatest of all time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you got no energy. 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 Energy.
Less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less fun. A little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart and maybe satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgb.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year.
Welcome to the halftime here at the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas, between the Laredo Heat and the FC Brownsville Coyotes matchup of the National Premier Soccer League. We have a 1-0 scoreline. The goal coming from the spot, the penalty kick by Gabriel Rodriguez, goal scorer number 11 for Laredo Heat. It's been a first half of lots of possession in favor of Laredo Heat with their 4-3-3 attacking formation. FC Brownsville having to respect that formation. So far with the stats for tonight, we have the one goal for Laredo with Brownsville unable to get on the score sheet. We have 5 shots in favor of Laredo with 1 shot on target, the lone shot coming on target from the spot. They have enjoyed nearly 80% of possession tonight with 4 offsides called on them. Kind of tells you a little bit of the story of them pushing very forward. Good, also the testament to the defensive work of this FC Brownsville Coyotes, and they have no yellow cards for the Laredo Heat. On the other hand, Brownsville FC with no goals tonight, 2 shots on target with 2 counterattacking chances. 0 shots on target, unable to test the keeper so far, enjoying about 20% of the possession. It seems like head coach Martin Vela is respecting that 4-3-3 and wanting to use a counter-attacking offense. They have had 0 offsides, no offsides for FC Brownsville, although they have had 3 yellow cards, though the first yellow card coming after that penalty kick was given because Artemio Romero was the last man, did get a yellow card there. Another player, Gustav Holmes, getting a yellow for, I believe, speaking to the official. Later on in the game, I believe Wani Bara had a yellow card. One of the midfielders had a yellow card for FC Brownsville. And that leads us to where we're at now, a 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. And we'll be heading into commercial break, but please join us for the second half as we bring you very exciting matchup, very exciting second half here. See if these FC Brownsville Coyotes can get the equalizer. And we'll be back shortly after we take a brief moment, a brief break of commercial break, and we'll be back.
Hi, welcome to Captain Bob's, where you can enjoy the freshest seafood in Brownsville. Right this way.
Hola, soy Dora, dueña de Dora's Restaurant, ubicados al lado de López Boca Chica, solo para recordar nuestros especiales de almuerzo $2.99 y comida $4.99. Los esperamos de lunes a sábado. Gracias por su preferencia.
second half of the National Premier Soccer League here coming to you from the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas. This is Eric Medrano on the call for Rio Sports Live. We are 1 minute into this second half. Laredo Heat going to the right on the all-white kit, and FC Brownsville Coyotes and the all-black kit. The FC Brownsville Coyotes down 1-0, looking to find an answer here, trying to get an equalizer in this second half. And here's the goal scorer, Gabriel Rodriguez, enjoying a bit of space there, finding Torres Trosten. And there's Torres Trosten once again, finding Alan Rivera, pressured by 3 Coyotes. And here's Alan Cortinas, having no choice but to go back, finding Juan Ibarra. And great job of finding AJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez finding great positive play here in the first half. Nice pressure there. Here's AJ Gonzalez. And Lozoya was not ready for it, and it falls to the feet of the central back of the Laredo Heat. And they change play, and now we have Yudai Tashiro finding Ziad Fares. We want to thank you once again for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. You can follow the match on riosportslive.com, also on Facebook Live, and on the Facebook page, Rio Sports Live. The Laredo Heat entering tonight's game undefeated, 7-0 with 0 draws. Enjoying a 1-0 scoreline here, 1-0 lead in the second half. No changes from either coach, no substitutions entering the second half. Both coaches electing to keep their starting lineups here in the second half. Here you see Kevin Hernandez on possession. And an errant pass there. Alan Cortinas intercepts it, unable to get his next touch on it, and it falls into Laredo Heat possession once again. AJ Gonzalez pushing far forward, pressuring number 23, Eduardo Diaz. Here's Alan Rivera, the central defensive midfielder, changing play, the cross, and Torsten Trosten falls to the floor, but no foul, and here come the FC Brownsville Coyotes. Cortinas trying to hold up play, but great defensive work by Alan Rivera of the Laredo Heat. Here comes Espeleta here. Oh, nice, nifty footwork there, but decides to go back to Kevin Rodriguez. Rodriguez finding Eduardo Diaz, the winger. Great pressure there by FC Brownsville, forcing them to go back to their central defenders. Number 17, the central back, Matias Rodriguez. The cross, nice punch by Artemio Romero to clear the danger. And a kick out there by Adrian Delgado, and that's a foul. A foul on FC Brownsville. And that's a yellow. The 4th yellow card of the game falls to FC Brownsville, and it's going to be a free kick for the Laredo Heat. Guillermo Diaz with getting the grunt of that foul. A bit of a late challenge there by Adrian Delgado. And here come the Laredo Heat, pushing far forward past the midfield line. And here's Kevin Hernandez far wide. A windy afternoon here in Brownsville. This Laredo Heat trying to break down this back line. Trosten, nice dummy there. Trosten with the shot, and it's over the bar. Trosten with a great opportunity there for the Laredo Heat. but it's too far wide and too far high to be a threat to Artemio Romero and this Brownsville backline with a bit of relief there. FC Brownsville trying to bring it out from the back. There's Martin Sauceda on the ball, finding AJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Delgado. There you see a swarm of Laredo Heat players. There you hear the crowd getting into this game, trying to push this FC Brownsville Coyotes for their first goal of the night. There's Ziad Fares with an errant pass. And Wani Bada trying to get possession there, but immediately stolen. The Laredo Heat stealing the ball. Wani Bada with the great challenge there. Great job of keeping possession. Not much help there. Trying to find Alan Cortinas. And it goes out of bounds in favor of the Laredo Heat. It's a 1-0 scoreline. 7 minutes into the second half. Let's see if this FC Brownsville Coyotes can get the equalizer here. Yudai Tashiro receiving the change of play there from number 17, Matias Rodriguez. And here's Hernandez on possession. Finding Espeleta. Espeleta to Trostin. Trostin with the nice through ball there. Number 23, Guillermo Diaz with the cross. Nice interception there and great read by Carlos Vasquez. And here comes the counterattack from FC Brownsville. Intercepted there by Alan Rivera. And Laredo Heat put an end to this opportunity for FC Brownsville. Alan Rivera finding Kevin Rodriguez. Guillermo Diaz trying to find Trostin. Espileta there in the midfield. A change of play there. Finding number 5, Kevin Rodriguez. Rodriguez immediately challenged by AJ Gonzalez. A great challenge there. And Adrian Delgado trying to keep possession there. Nice dribbling past 2 defenders. And that's a foul. A foul on Espileta. Great job by number 23, Adrian Delgado. Dribbling past 2 defenders. And here's an opportunity for FC Brownsville to get into the final third. Looks like we'll be having the first substitution of the night. Lubaki, number 14, Gifano Lubaki, looking to enter this game. Martin Sauceda lining up at the free kick. And the cross is in. There's numbers back there. And the goalie, Brandon Barnes, does a good job of getting high there, catching it up at the farthest point, and it's a Laredo Heat possession. And there you hear the chant of song. Let's go Coyotes. Here's Guillermo Diaz with the cross. Nearly finding the goal scorer, Gabriel Rodriguez, with the header, but an even better interception there by the central back for the FC Brownsville Coyotes. Here we find Alan Cortinas in the final third with nice possession there, and it's a throw-in for FC Brownsville out on the left back of the Laredo Heat. And we're having the first change of the night. It's going to be number 4, Jose Chavez, exiting the ball game. Entering the game is Lubaki, number 14, Gifano Lubaki. As the crowd applauds Jose Chavez, who put a good shift tonight. Very good, very nice and disciplined. Did a good job defensively. Great ball there. Nice chested pass by AJ Gonzalez. And the match official rules no foul there on Lozoya. And here come the Laredo Heat. Change of play there. The three forwards there. Zed Fares. Nice challenge there by Masson to just interrupt that play. And Guillermo Diaz is offsides. The right winger offsides. And it's going to be an FC Brownsville possession. Great job by the backline there to read that well and force the offsides there for Guillermo Diaz of the Laredo Heat. And now it's an FC Brownsville possession here. Thank you once again for joining us here on Real Sports Live as we bring you the National Premier Soccer League. The FC Brownsville Coyotes down 1-0 here, trying to find an equalizer here. And now they're pushing forward. Let's see if these Coyotes can get the equalizer here. AJ Gonzalez with the throw-in. And here's Carlos Vasquez pushing the ball forward, and it falls to Brandon Barnes, the goal scorer. So far, this Laredo Heat with their 4-3-3 formation, very disciplined in the back, lots of possession. Here's Yudai Tashiro. With 30 minutes left in this game, we do want to invite you out to come to the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas on July 2nd. That's this coming Monday. The FC Brownsville Coyotes will face the Monterrey Rayados Sub-20. A very exciting matchup for Valley Soccer and Brownsville Soccer. The Monterrey Rayados, a regional power in northern Mexico, will be visiting on July 2nd. We will have coverage here on Real Sports Live, on realsportslive.com, and on Facebook Live. Trostin with the dummy there, looking to try to get it to fall to Gabriel Rodriguez. Great read there by Gustav Holmes. And it falls back to the Laredo Heat possession. Here's Gabriel Diaz on a one-on-one with AJ Gonzalez. The cross. Nice clearance by Gustav Holmes. Nice initial clearance by Gustav Holmes, but it's still alive for the Laredo Heat. And that's Espileta, who does a good job. Nice, nifty footwork and brings it back into Laredo possession. There's Alan Rivera, the central defensive midfielder for SC Brownsville. A nice through ball. And here's Yudai Tashiro. Loses his balance, but the cross is in. And Romero scuffles it. Nearly a good opportunity for Trostin of the Laredo Heat. And now we have the ball clearance by AJ Gonzalez, and it falls right to the feet of Espileta. Espileta. And here's a good opportunity for Lozoya, but he's met up by the central defensive midfielder, Alan Rivera, and it's back to the Laredo Heat possession. Earlier in the season, this FC Brownsville Coyotes traveled out to Laredo doing the 5-hour drive, falling short to this Laredo Heat 4-1. Juan Lozoya, number 22, the lone goal scorer on the night for FC Brownsville, playing at right winger today. Central midfielder. Let's see if he can get something, get on the score sheet tonight like he did in Laredo. There was a cross. Laredo Heat unable to get to the end of that, and it's going to be a throw-in here in favor of the Laredo Heat in the attacking third. There you hear this crowd cheering this team on, pumping this team on to try to get that equalizer. These local fans would love to see this team earn a draw or even better, a victory on this final game of the National Premier Soccer League. It's a tough task against this undefeated first-placed Laredo team. Yudai Tashiro out on the left. And the shot. And it's far wide. And it falls out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for Artemio Romero. And here's Adrian Delgado cutting into the inside. And the match official rules a foul there on Guillermo Diaz. A foul on Guillermo Diaz. And it's going to be a free kick. And the first yellow card of the night for Guillermo Diaz, the right winger, number 23. And that's going to be the first yellow card of the night for the Laredo Heat. That brings a total of 4 yellow cards for FC Brownsville, 1 yellow card for the Laredo Heat. The match official felt that Diaz broke that counterattack for FC Brownsville. Here's Gustav Holmes at the back, who's had a nice night tonight, a nice outing there at central back. A nice flick there, nice flick by Juan Ibarra. And here come the Brownsville Coyotes, but a great defensive work by the central defensive midfielder. And here come the Laredo Heat, the through ball to Eduardo Diaz, and he's on. Let's see if he can keep it in. He does. And the cross finds Price, and the ball, the shot, and it's over the bar and out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick for Artemio Romero. An ingenious opportunity there by number 11, the goal scorer Gabriel Rodriguez, on the hop, trying to lob it over the goalkeeper, but it goes out of bounds. And here comes the possession to FC Brownsville. Here comes Martin Sauceda. And match official rules no foul there, no foul. And here come the Laredo Heat. Here's Trostin, the attacking midfielder who's had a great night tonight. Here comes Masson barreling forward, and Cortina is unable to keep possession there. And here comes Eduardo Diaz towards Trostin there at the outside. Towards Trostin with the cross, trying to find Rodriguez, but it's too far wide, and it falls to the feet of AJ Gonzalez. Let's see if these Brownsville Coyotes can form a counterattack here. Here's Alan Cortinas, the striker, very deep on his own end. And here comes Masson. Masson on the byline to Juan Lozoya, but it rolls out. And unfortunately, it rolls out, and it's going to be a Laredo Heat ball in their own third. Laredo Heat getting their first substitution on the night. Ready, number 22. Number 22. I believe that's Andres Orgaz. Andres Orgaz. Andres Orgaz. A through ball there to Eduardo Diaz. The cross. More of a shot, but it's far wide. Far wide. Not testing Artemio Romero whatsoever. And there you hear the crowd cheering these Coyotes on with these last 25 minutes. Saying, let's go Coyotes, let's go. Number 23, Eduardo Diaz with the yellow card, exiting the game. And number 22 will enter as a right winger. And here we have the substitute, Andres Orga. Immediately changing possession there. It appears Trostin will line up at the right winger. Number 22 will replace him there at the central attacking midfielder. There's Yudai Tashiro finding Ziad Fares. Here's number 20. Kevin Rodriguez here on the right side. Finding Trostin. Trostin with the cross. A dangerous one. The substitute, Andres Orgaz. Nice footwork there. The cross. Trying to find Ziad Fares. Masson intercepts it. Nice interception. Great read by Masson. And here's Eduardo Rodriguez with the shot. pardon, that was Gabriel Rodriguez with the shot, but he's rolled offsides, and it's an FC Brownsville possession. A dangerous one there. Laredo Heat testing this back line late in the game. We got 24 minutes left in the second half. It's a 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. So far, a very commendable performance by this FC Brownsville Coyotes to keep these Laredo Heat at a 1-0 scoreline. Here comes Kevin Rodriguez, Alan Rivera. And here's Yudai Tashiro. A very good crowd here tonight. A nice, lively crowd pumping in some energy into this Brownsville Coyotes. There's Lubaki with a nice challenge. And here's Martin Sauceda to Ibarra. It's been a tough night out there for Alan Cortinas, the lone striker for FC Brownsville. Here comes the center back, finding Espileta. Ziad Fares, nice interception by Masson. But to no avail, it's back to Laredo Heat possession. Here we have Kevin Hernandez. Nice challenging there. Nice challenges there by number 22, La Zoya. And it's going to be an FC Brownsville possession. Gustav Holmes here. Nice job by Gustav Holmes to find number 8, Martin Salceda. Here's Juan Ibarra. Nearly finding a through ball. He had Alan Cortinas on a run there. Here's number 22, the substitute, Andres Orga. Here's number 8, Espeleta. And here's Carlos Vasquez dribbling out from the back, out of position. Got 4 center backs there. Yudai Tashiro and Ziad Fares with the cross. Dealt with very well by Gustav Holmes, who reads the play well and intercepts it. Another cross. This time Vasquez with the header. And here's Lozoya trying to find Cortinas, but too hard, and it falls to the possession of Kevin Rodriguez and Laredo Heat. Number 9, Rafa Montalves, warming up in the sideline alongside number 19, Piteri Pitula, who's looking into the ball game. Laredo Heat enjoying lots of possession here late in the game. We got 21 minutes left in this game. We're in the 70th minute. Finds Andres Orgaz. The shot blocked by Lubaki. Romero trying to prevent a goal kick, and it looks like he does. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of the Laredo Heat. Great job by Artemio Romero to hustle out there and clear the ball, avoiding a corner kick in favor of Laredo Heat. So it will be a throw-in. The match official giving the side official the go-ahead to let these two substitute enter the game. Looks like number 9, Rafa Montalves, entering the game. Exiting the game is going to be Gabriel Rodriguez, the goal scorer for tonight, the central forward. Put in a good shift tonight. That's number 9, Rafa Montalves, entering the game. Exiting the game for the Coyotes is number 23, Adrian Delgado, exiting the game. Entering the game is number 21, Mario Chino Perez. Mario Perez, the Brownsville native, the Porter High School graduate, entering the game. See if he can make a difference here in the second half. try to find that equalizer for FC Brownsville. Exiting the game is Trostin. Trostin, the central attacking midfielder, who's had an excellent performance tonight. I give him a 9 out of 10 tonight. Exiting the game, entering the ball game is number 9, Petiri Pitula. Petiri Pitula entering the game. And here's Vasquez. AJ Gonzalez here looking for Chino Perez. The ball here for Kevin Rodriguez. Matias Rodriguez, the partnership back there with Christian Roman, the central backs for the Laredo Heat, have not been tested much tonight, enjoying a long spell of possession. It's a bit tough with this undefeated Laredo Heat team who enjoy lots of possession with this 4-3-3 formation. Nice defensive work there. Nice defensive work by Lozoya, but Kevin Rodriguez does a good job of getting the ball. And the match official rolls a foul on Kevin Rodriguez, and it's going to be a free kick here. It's going to be a possession here as Carlos Vasquez, the captain for FC Brownsville, lines up at the end of it. Let's see if this FC Brownsville Coyotes can get an equalizer late here in the game. And a change of play there, finding Archie Masson. A great ball there. Archie Masson finding himself with lots of space. Gets by another defender. And it's a foul. A foul. Ziad Fares fouling Archie Masson. And it's a good opportunity here for Brownsville to get the ball in the final third. We got 17 minutes left. 17 minutes in this ball game. A 1-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat, the undefeated Laredo Heat in the National Premier Soccer League. We want to thank you for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. Following the game, this is Eric Medrano on the call. We got 17 minutes left. This FC Brownsville Coyotes trying to find an equalizer here. The through ball, Gustav Holmes trying to get under it, and here comes the Laredo Heat attacking. Andres Gora, the substitute, good job of finding Ziad Fares at the end, dribbling past the defender. Ziad Fares showing his speed, and the shot far wide. Ziad Fares showing his speed and skill, taking the shot to the far post with the outside foot, but unable to get it on target. Artemio Romero falling low, and it's far wide for the Laredo Heat, nearly getting the second goal of the night and putting an end to the scoreline here for the FC Brownsville Coyotes. Here's Lubaki. The game opening up here late in the game as these Brownsville Coyotes looking for the equalizer. Nice change of play there. AJ Gonzalez finding himself with lots of space here. Great hustling by the Laredo Heat. The substitute, Petiri Petula, hustling back to defend, putting pressure on Gonzalez, pressuring an errant pass. And FC Brownsville here with the possession, with the throw-in. We will have 2 more substitutions on the night. Number 18, David Martinez entering the game for number 8. Daniel Espileta. Daniel Espileta, the central midfielder, put a great shift tonight. Showed lots of skill, nice footwork, keeping possession, and great vision. Entering the game is number 18, David Martinez. Also entering the game is number 5 for FC Brownsville. Number 5, Guillermo Lugano entering the game. Exiting the game for FC Brownsville. And nearly a goal! Nearly a goal for El Chino Perez, trying to get to the end of that cross, unable to. Things getting very lively here. A nice through ball to himself, and Putelli nearly getting to the end of it. Here comes AJ Gonzalez. End-to-end action here in the 75th minute. Chino Perez bringing this offense alive. Cortinas finding Juan Ibarra with lots of space. Masson on the end. The cross. Finding Cortinas, but it's too far. Too far. Masson nearly finding Cortinas. And these Brownsville Coyotes knocking on the door, trying to get this equalizer as this crowd applauds their efforts. Brandon Barnes, the goalkeeper, lining up for the goal kick. As we're going to have another substitute late on the game, number 16, Edgar Espina. Edgar Espina entering the game. Edgar Espina entering the game. Exiting the game is going to be the left winger, Ziad Fares, who showed off his speed and skill earlier, nearly getting on the goal sheet. The game really opening up late in this game. We got 13 minutes left in this game. Kevin Rodriguez here with an overhead ball. Lubaki reading it well. Here's Andres Orgaz. Chino Perez with the sliding challenge there. Falling to Masson. Masson to Ibarra. Sauceda opening up play. And here's AJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez finding number 5, Lugano. Cortinas going to Gustav Holmes. A nice ball there, dealt with well by the center back for Laredo Heat. A nice idea there by Juan Ibarra, trying to find Cortinas at the end of it. And a through ball. Lubaki deals with it well as number 16 was nearly getting to the back, trying to get there. Edgar Espina, the substitute, putting pressure on this back line. There's Andres Orgaz. And Andres Orgaz with lots of space, trying to find Espina. The shot, and it's low and wide. Laredo Heat nearly getting on the goal sheet once again. And nonetheless, it's a 1-0 scoreline. The FC Brownsville Coyotes escaping that one once again. Number 9, Rafa Montobes. End-to-end action here. Cortinas using his speed, trying to get to the end of it. And we have a corner in favor of FC Brownsville, their second of the night. And here's the corner kick for FC Brownsville. An impressive outing tonight. Nice defensive work by FC Brownsville to stay within a 1-0 scoreline of this undefeated Laredo Heat team. All that hard work defensively might pay off here on this corner kick. And Ibarra with the corner. And it's wide. The center back gets there first. And here comes Laredo on a counterattack. Finding Peter Petulsi. Here comes Tashiro. Tashiro barreling forward. A through ball. Number 9, Rafa Montobes with the shot. The shot. Goal! Goal! Goal for the Laredo Heat. That makes it 2-0 in favor of the Laredo Heat. And it's a substitute getting on the score sheet. Rafa Montobes with the cross, trying to get to the feet of Pitiri Petula. And the goal scorer, number 16, Edgar Espina. Edgar Espina with the goal. Espina getting the second goal of the night for the Laredo Heat, and nearly putting an end to the match with a 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. This FC Brownsville Coyotes got caught at the back A great through ball there by Tashiro to find Rafa Montalves, the left winger, who then put a nice low cross. And Edgar Espinal finding himself at the end of that and took it a nice shot, a difficult one. Romero tracking back and nearly getting there, but it hits the end of it. And it's a 2-0 scoreline in favor of the undefeated Laredo Heat. It looks like they'll maintain their undefeated status. Kevin Rodriguez here clearing it forward, trying to find Andres. And here comes Carlos Vasquez dribbling past 2 defenders. The referee says no foul there. Here comes number 16, the goal scorer, Edgar Espinal. And here's Kevin Rodriguez, the right back. He's put a nice shift tonight. Once again, July 2nd, this coming Monday. Don't miss it. We're going to have full coverage of the FC Brownsville Coyotes versus the Monterrey Rayados sub-20. It's Monday night at 7:37 p.m. We'll bring the coverage here on Real Sports Live. Come out and support these Brownsville Coyotes here at the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas. We got 7 minutes left in this game. A 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. There's Edgar Espinal, the goal scorer. Nice change of play there. AJ Gonzalez unable to get there. Now it leaves some space there for Petula. Petula with the cross. And Romero takes a nice bounce in favor of the Coyotes, and Artemio grabs it and launches a counterattack. Here's Cortinas. These Brownsville Coyotes trying to mount a counterattack, trying to get another goal in this game. There's Chino Perez with the header. And that's a foul. A foul on Chino Perez. The foul on Alan Rivera, and it's a Laredo Heat possession with 7 minutes left in this game. Here's Kevin Rodriguez on the right side as these Laredo Heat are pushing to the final third. Alan Rivera. And there's Cody the Coyote pumping up this crowd, saying this game's not over yet. These Brownsville Coyotes still have a lot of fight in them. A nice move, the cross. Masson clears it. Great job by Masson to clear it. Good pass, an errant pass there, and it goes back to Yadira Tashiro, and it goes back to Laredo possession. A nice piece of skill there by number 19, Petula. We are entering the 85th minute. The 85th minute of this game, a 2-0 scoreline in favor of the in favor of the Laredo Heat. It's a 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. Here's Andres Orgaz. The Laredo Heat more than happy to keep possession late in this game. The through ball to Peter Petuli. Nice dribble, the shot, and it's far wide. Far wide, nearly getting the third of the night was Peter Petuli of the Laredo Heat. And we're gonna have a substitution here. Substitution. Number 24 entering the game, exiting the game is number 5, Kevin Hernandez, the right back, who put a good shift tonight. Number 24 entering the game. Andres entering the game. And there's a still. Number 9, Rafa Montalbez, the shot. And it's far wide. Lubaki doing a great job of getting back in defense. Montalbez nearly getting his name on the score sheet, but it goes far wide. A deflected shot. And we're going to have a corner kick here. A corner kick late in the game for the Laredo Heat, trying to get their third of the night. Taking the corner kick is number 23. Number 22, Andres Orgaz. Entering the game is number 26 for FC Brownsville. Exiting the game is number 8, Martin Sauceda. The cross, nearly getting on the head of it, was a Laredo Heat player, but lots of FC Brownsville defenders clear it. And once again, Laredo Heat with the cross. Nearly getting to the end of it is Montalbez. Nice clearance by Chino Perez. And it goes back to Laredo Heat possession. Laredo Heat looks hungry for that third goal. We are entering the 88th minute. The 88th minute. And the game's coming to an end. It's 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat. Great defensive work there by AJ Gonzalez. And here comes Alan Cortinas. It falls to his feet, but unable to get to it. And it falls to the Laredo Heat possession. It's a 2-0 scoreline. Laredo Heat looking to drive away with this victory tonight. Here's Yadiro Tashiro, who's also playing at right back tonight. Tashiro showing his versatility. And we're heading into the 89th minute. I'd like to give a shout out to Nathaniel, our technical engineer, also to Bert Ruiz, who's doing our camera work tonight, doing an excellent job tonight, both guys. And we also have commentary by Manny Medrano on the Spanish channel of Real Sports Live. I'm Eric Medrano, bringing the coverage of Real Sports Live and the National Premier Soccer League here. Looks like Laredo will head back home with maintaining their undefeated status. We do want to wish them well in the playoffs in the National Premier Soccer League. The shot! And it's far wide. Number 22, Andres Orgaz with the shot, but it's far wide. Did not test Artemio Romero. Artemio Romero with a quick restart. 1 minute left in this game. Not sure how much the officials will put of added time. And here's Lubaki dribbling forward. And that's a foul on Masson. It's going to be an FC Brownsville possession here at the end as the clock winds down into the 90th minute. The match official about to bring out the added time. And the cross by Masson. And he finds number 26. The cross, but it's too far wide. Cortinas keeps it in, but it's back out, and it's going to be a goal kick. A goal kick for the Laredo Heat. Brandon Barnes, the goalkeeper, will bring it out. And we're entering the 90th minute. And here's Laredo bringing out from the back. And there's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Let's see if these Brownsville Coyotes can notch 2 goals here at the end with 4 minutes left. These Brownsville Coyotes with the never die attitude. Putting lots of pressure here on the Laredo Heat. A through ball there for Montaves. Lubaki reads it well. Here's Gustav Holmes. And here's Carlos Vasquez, the captain, finding Chino Perez with a heavy touch, and it's back to the Laredo Heat possession. Patiri Patuli, nice footwork there. We are in stoppage time. Stoppage time. The Laredo Heat more than happy to keep possession, milk the clock down. Once again, we want to invite you to the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas on July 2nd as these FC Brownsville Coyotes will face the Monterrey Rayados here at 7 p.m. A very exciting matchup, not only for Brownsville, but for the Valley, as the Monterrey Rayados, the sub-20, sub-20 will be here. Montaves up here up top, a roulette. Nice job of keeping possession. Petuli trying to get a through ball there. Cleared, and it's going to be a late throw-in here. A late throw-in in favor of the Laredo Heat. If you missed portions of tonight's match, you can find it on YouTube on Rio Sports Live, also on Twitter and Facebook on Rio Sports Live, and on the website riosportslive.com. We'll have a full repeat online available to the fans of this FC Brownsville Coyotes and the Laredo Heat and fans of the National Premier Soccer League. Join us on Real Sports Live as this NPSL season comes to an end, but we will offer lots of other sports, high school sports, semi-professional sports, and professional sports. Any sports here in the Valley, football, soccer, basketball, volleyball, softball, any sport you can think of, we will be covering it. Join us on Real Sports Live. And Laredo Heat with a late cross trying to find Montaves. Romero way off his line, no choice but to clear it. And it looks like he will be finding Chino Perez, who has a nice first touch, but it falls to the feet of Alan Rivera, who's going the full 90 for Laredo Heat tonight. And here's Lozoya. Lozoya, the Los Fresnos native. A bit of a mix-up there, and here's a chance for Alan Rivera. Here's Montaves. Here's Carlos Vasquez going forward. Nice run there, intercepted by Tashiro. And here's Gustav Holmes pushing forward. A nice through ball there. Over ball to Masson. Masson with the cross. And here's Cortinas. And it's dealt with well by the center back for Laredo Heat. Number 20, Christian Roman. Pardon, that was Matias Rodriguez. A 2-0 scoreline in favor of the Laredo Heat here in stoppage time. We have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Lubaki, nice interception. See if the Brownsville Coyotes can get a late goal here. Montaves here finding himself by himself. And he's through. He's through. Montaves with the shot. Goal! Goal! Goal for Rafa Montaves, number 9 of the Laredo Heat. And that makes it a 3-0 scoreline. And the match official blows his whistle, and that's the final for tonight. The FC Brownsville Coyotes fall 3-0 versus the undefeated Laredo Heat. Artemio Romero getting caught on his near post there. A 3-0 scoreline, the 3 goal scorers for the Laredo Heat. Gabriel Rodriguez, Rafa Montaves. Rafa Montaves coming off the bench and scoring a goal. The other goal scorer, Edgar Espinal, scoring the second of the night. In the 20th minute, a quick recap of tonight's game. The 20th minute, the FC Brownsville Coyotes concede a penalty. Central forward Gabriel Hernandez lines up at the spot and scores to put up the Laredo Heat 1-0. Then with 2 late goals, the two substitute Edgar Espinal scoring in the 80th minute, and number 9 Rafa Montalves scoring in stoppage time to give the Laredo Heat a 3-0 victory and maintaining an undefeated status with 8 victories, no losses, and no draws. The FC Brownsville Coyotes finished the season in a sour note, but nonetheless, we do commend them for a great season in their inaugural season in the National Premier Soccer League. It's a 3-0 scoreline, the final tonight from the Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas. Coming to you from Real Sports Live, it's Eric Medrano signing off tonight. And we will have another matchup on July 2nd. Will be the Brownsville Coyotes versus the Monterrey Rayados Sub-20, Sub-20. That's at 7 p.m. July 2nd here at the Brownsville Sports Park. Join us. And if you can't join us here in person, join us online on realsportslive.com and Real Sports Live on Facebook page and Twitter. Thank you for joining us tonight on Real Sports Live, and have a good evening.
Hi, welcome to Captain Bob's, where you can enjoy the freshest seafood in Brownsville. Right this way.
Hola, soy Dora, dueña de Dora's Restaurant, ubicados al lado de López Boca Chica, solo para recordar nuestros especiales de almuerzo $2.99 y comida $4.99. Los esperamos de lunes a sábado. Gracias por su preferencia.
2,000 for the ballers. The drop top.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
There's no I in it, I bring it on my team. Who you wanna holler, who you wanna never know. Don't be a sheep when you can be the goat. Great, it's a good time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you got no. Yeah, loud at you, he's a hater. I don't want no bad energy.
Hello and welcome back to tonight's coverage of the FC Brownsville Coyotes, here coming at you from Brownsville Sports Park in Brownsville, Texas. Eric Medrano here, joined the pleasure of being joined by Rolando Gonzalez, co-owner of the FC Brownsville Coyotes. Thank you, sir, for joining us tonight after this game. I know it's unfortunately a 3-0 loss tonight. Also, although the score doesn't really reflect on what happened tonight, how do you feel about the Coyotes outing tonight?
Well, to be completely honest, you know, the result wasn't the. To be completely honest with you, the result wasn't what we were looking for, but we played a great game. These guys gave it their all. Unfortunately, like you said, the result does not reflect what went on in the game. And, you know, it's always great to see such high level of soccer, which is NPSL. I mean, today we played against Japanese, Belgians, Brazilians, you know, all guys from all over the world against guys from Brownsville. So that's it says a lot about Brownsville that we can hang in with all these players from all these other countries.
Yeah, definitely. And this NPSL season has been a very positive, very successful one for your team. It's an inaugural season. You're going up against programs that have been around for 10, 12 years. What would you have to say about the total entirety of your season? Would you consider it a success?
I would say it's a success, especially, as you said, when you consider the amount of time these other teams have had and the fact that they have kids coming in at all age levels. And, you know, we're about a couple of months in. And we were able to hang with some of the strongest teams, and it says a lot about the city of Brownsville and the talent that there's here. And hopefully we can continue to improve and start to incorporate those things missing that other teams have, and with time, hopefully be even better than them.
Yeah, I know for me as a soccer fan, I'm happy to see some semi-professional soccer here and a high level of talent from these Brownsville, showing a lot of Valley talent. But going forward, I know you guys are probably going to be having some playoffs in this NPSL. How are the playoff pictures looking for you all?
We made the playoffs, and we're going to be playing against the Houston Dutch Lions, which is a very strong team as well. Also has over 10 years in the league, and they have players in all different age ranges. There will be an away game, unfortunately, but we're hoping to get the best result.
Awesome. That's awesome. And this NPSL is a very difficult league, but you guys did an excellent job of entering the playoffs this year, which is a great inaugural season for you all. I know that you guys have a very exciting matchup coming up. I know that maybe the fans would like to hear about it. You'll be facing the Monterrey Rayados, the sub-20, this coming Monday, July 2nd.
Correct. We invite everyone who has time to come see. If you want to see a very high level of soccer, we were able to secure a friendly with the Monterrey Sub-20, the under-20 team for Monterrey, and it's gonna be a great test for our guys to see where they're at, and it's gonna be fun. And we hope anyone that loves soccer and loves Rayados will come out and support not just Rayados but us as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm very excited about the matchup. I'm sure a lot of the Valley is. And, yeah, everyone come out and support these FC Brownsville Coyotes. Also, we'll be having the game on Real Sports Live on Facebook Live and Twitter as well. But thank you, Mr. Rolando Gonzalez, for joining us tonight. And good luck on the playoffs.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that's all for us tonight on Real Sports Live. Eric Medrano on the call, joined by Rolando Gonzalez. And everyone have a good evening, and we'll see you all on July 2nd for the game with the Monterrey Rayados.